My boyfriend confessed to a double life while using my credit, so I reported the fraud. My name is Kiara Lane, and the moment I realized something was wrong didn't come from a message or a confession. It came from a number that didn't make sense. I was lying in bed one night, half asleep, scrolling through my phone the way I always do before I fall asleep, when I checked my credit score out of habit. It had dropped so badly that for a second I thought the app had glitched. I refreshed it twice, then 3 times, and each time it stayed the same. That's when I started looking deeper, and what I found didn't feel real. There were accounts in my name that I didn't recognize, cards I had never opened, balances I had never spent, all of them maxed out like someone had been living a life I didn't know about. And then, I saw the address connected to those accounts, and my stomach dropped because it wasn't ours. I wish I could say I was confused, but the truth is, something in me already knew. Nolan had been distant for weeks, coming home later than usual, brushing things off when I asked questions, acting like everything was normal, while something underneath it clearly wasn't. The next day, I drove to that address, not because I had a plan, but because I needed to see it with my own eyes. When I got there, I didn't even have to look long. He was there, standing on the balcony of an apartment that I now understood I had been paying for, laughing with another woman like it was his real life. I stayed in my car longer than I should have, just watching, letting it sink in slowly. It wasn't just cheating. It wasn't just lies. It was something deeper, something colder. He had built an entirely separate life, and I had funded it without even knowing. That night when he came home, I didn't say anything at first. I acted like everything was normal, like I hadn't seen anything, like I wasn't already done. And when I finally spoke, I didn't ask if he was cheating. I just asked him how much he had taken. He went quiet in a way that told me everything, before he even opened his mouth. The excuses came first, then the truth piece by piece, until there was nothing left to hide. He told me about the apartment, about the debt, about the other woman, and then he said he was going to fix it before I noticed, like that somehow made it better. I remember nodding like I understood, but I didn't feel anything anymore. Whatever I had felt for him had already disappeared somewhere between the lies and the numbers. The next morning, while he was still asleep, I made the calls I needed to make. I reported every account, every transaction, every detail. I filed it exactly for what it was: fraud, identity theft, everything he thought he could hide behind me. When he called me later that day, his voice sounded different, like the confidence he used to have had finally cracked. He kept asking what I had done, like he couldn't believe I had actually followed through. I told him I had done what he should have expected the moment he decided to build a life on my name, without asking. He tried to make it sound like I had gone too far, like I had overreacted, but the truth was simple. He had taken everything he thought he could get away with, and all I did was take my name back. By the time everything caught up to him, the accounts were frozen, the apartment was gone, and the life he built so carefully fell apart faster than he expected. And me, I didn't stay to watch it happen. I had already walked away the moment I realized I was never part of his real life to begin with.